Why I wanted to become a doctor. That's a very personal thing. I remember when I was a young kid, maybe I was 10, 11 years old, I got sick with nothing serious, but I got a skin rash, very high fever, and then the family doctor came home. One of those old-fashioned family doctors with a little bag and the little hat, and he checked on me and he said, "You have a very rare disease. You have this infection, a bacterial infection. It was scarlet fever." Gave me penicillin or something like that, and I was cured in a few days. But the way that doctor looked at me, examined, looked at the spots I had in the skin and all, look at my throat and everything, it was like Sherlock Holmes coming home and finding what was wrong. So I think that looking back, that impacted me wanting to be a physician. The first recollection I have about neurosurgery was before studying medical school. I was once reading a magazine, probably 17 years old or something. I would look at that magazine, Brain Surgery in the future. It was, wow, this is amazing. It was like science fiction. And I think we're beyond that the article showed at this point, right? We would say, but I think that was the first time I learned about brain surgery and how fascinating it was. Then as I went into medical school, I was fascinated about the anatomy and trying to understand the human body. Within the human body, the brain is the most relevant piece to me and the most striking piece that I wanted to understand better. How is it possible that from the brain we get all these experiences and all these feelings we get? Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at the improvement. I could have worked as a neurologist or psychiatrist to understand the brain better, but there is no other specialty such as neurosurgery to get close to the brain. Hey there. When I'm working through the brain, I feel like you were an explorer and you were finding beautiful landscapes, everything is amazing. And then you need to deal with a tumor that is actually destroying that beauty, and you need to restore the beauty. You need to, get rid of the bad stuff that is growing there and make it back to normal as much as you can. The reconstruction looks rock solid. I would compare the brain with the universe or the brain with the structure of the microstructure of the cell that is so complex, so unique, so sophisticated. Anytime you're in the brain or in the base of the skull, it's like a religious experience, it's a transcendental experience. It really is. It's something very special, very unique. It's actually a privilege.